Good morning. Today is Friday. I'm on late shift again. We're down to only 3 interns, including me, so our lives have consisted a lot of outside shift and late shift. That's been kind of difficult just to do day after day, but we're also haven't been running reptile room for a while because they have had just staff doing it for certain reasons. My schedule next week is outside, late, split, late, outside. Or maybe split is at the end of the 2 lates. I don't know. Split shift though is 8 to 12, and then you go back at 5 to 9. So yesterday what was really nice is that I was in nursery mammal, was my day shift, and then we got done so early in there I got to help in bird room and handle like the little screech owl, take him out of his cage, weigh him, put him back, and I got to feed our baby great horned owl outside. I also got to tube a cormorant, and I got him out of his cage, which was my first time getting a cormie out of their cage. They're very high stress birds and kind of difficult, so I had to just go for it, and it was a bit of a struggle at first, but then I got him. I got my hand around his head, beak, whatever. So I did get him eventually, and then I did tube him, and at the end he did nab my finger though, so I have a nice little war wound from the cormie, but it's fine. It's all part of the experience. Yesterday, also the same cormie, earlier when I was holding him while the staff member tubed him, because she was showing me how to do it first, and then I got to tube him in the afternoon, but he threw up all over me, which was fun. Also yesterday, I got to hold a little grebe, little baby. The staff member was feeding it some smelt, and it would try to get one, and then it would kind of eat it, put it on the ground, eat it, and then it started eating on its own for the very first time, smelt out of a bowl while I was holding it, and it was just so cute. I kid you not, I almost felt emotional about it. I was just like, probably one of my favorite moments with an animal at the hospital in my whole time here so far. It was just really precious. We also have a juvenile bald eagle in right now, who is so beautiful. Just amazing seeing it so up close and how big it is when it's already a fledgling. It should still be in the nest technically, but it's already so big. And the story with this one is that it fell out of the nest, it was on the ground, and the mama was still trying to feed it. Like, people would see her dropping a snake to it and stuff, but obviously not good enough, and most of her attention was on the baby that was still in the nest. So this bald eagle is very, very weak. Its blood work came back good and stuff, so hopefully it'll recover, get stronger, get flighted, and we can release it back to that area where it came from. We also have a barred owl, so I got to see him. Lots of little mourning dove babies, little fledglings. They're so cute and tiny. Yeah, I think that's kind of the scoop right now currently. It's just some cool stuff happening and going on at the hospital. Like I said, it's just been really hard being on late shift so much, and outside. I don't really mind outside as much because nothing will compare to how outside was when I first got here. After the hurricane, post-hurricane madness, I don't think anything will compare to that, at least for my time here. I'm sure baby season is going to be a madness of its own. I'll probably miss that as I'm leaving. We'll see though. Who knows what the last 3-ish weeks will hold in store, but yeah, back to outside. I don't mind it right now because it's really not busy, but yeah, that's what's been going on a little bit. At the hospital, I got to go on a pelican release and released a screech owl, another one, and yeah, some other exciting things are coming up this month. So it's going to be a very, very full month left for me. On Monday, me, Sam, and Mandy went to a coffee shop we had heard a lot about, and honestly, we're underwhelmed. I got a strawberry matcha, and it was good. And Sam and Mandy both got breakfasts, and they said it wasn't anything spectacular. And then Sam and I headed to Tin City because when I first got here, I tried to go, but it was still under construction from the hurricane, a lot of cleanup going on. And it reminded me of a miniature Pike's Place market in Seattle. All the shops in there were kind of the same, just tourists, which is nothing wrong with that, but I feel like once you went through a couple of them, you kind of saw it all, and I didn't really want to spend money on any of the mementos, mainly because I didn't see anything I really liked. So I'm not gonna buy something just because it says Florida on it or something like that. When Sam, Mandy, and I were at the coffee shop, we made plans. In a few days, we are going snorkeling in the Keys, and I'm so excited. I'm a bit nervous, but I'm just so excited because who knows when I'll get this opportunity again. That's my mindset this whole time in Florida, so I've been trying to take advantage of it all and live it to the fullest, especially my last month here. Even saying that is crazy. So yeah, I'm excited. We did book a tour, so we're gonna have someone showing us what to do and someone being with us. It's exciting stuff. I feel almost silly putting out this reminder, but I don't know, maybe someone will watch this, even that just sees my life for a second while watching this. Not that my life seems so great, but it's easy, just social media in general, and YouTube or Instagram, and it's easy to think, oh, she's so happy, blah blah blah, you know, that whole thing. I just want to say, yes, I've had amazing memories made here, and if it weren't for the people here and the places I've gone to with them and experiences I've had, trying to make the most of it, I don't think I would have made it. I mean, I would have, but it would have been far more difficult. And even with that all, it has been difficult, just work-wise, and also just my life, mental health in general. Also being away from home, the first month was definitely the hardest, because I was pretty much the first new hospital intern in a while, so there's already a group of interns here, and it was hard for me to fit in. Like, everyone was nice, but it was just hard for me to fit into a group that was already so solidly formed and built. So until new interns started coming in and we started forming those bonds, it was really hard for me, combined with being away from home and work as crazy as it was post-hurricane madness again. It was really difficult for me, just with all those things combined. But throughout this whole internship, even with the great friendships I've made and things I've done, like I said, it has still been difficult. I am just trying to survive and thrive at the same time. Anyway,